Hello and welcome back to the complete scalp trading course by Wealthy Education. In this video, we'll talk about performing multiple time frame analysis. So, as you can see, I have Bitcoin in front of you and I have it for the weekly time frame. And I will switch to a line chart for now, just to show you what has been going on. So, I think it's safe to say that we have been in a longer term uptrend based upon the week. And you could say the same on the day, although we have been a bit choppy. So this is vital information. Let's go ahead and try something else. Let's try US Steel. You can see the daily here has been very bullish, rallying, and we have rallied on the weekly. You can see that we had fallen. We'd been in a downtrend for quite some time, but we are starting to turn the corner. By looking at this, you can see that the weekly and the daily are showing signs of strength. That's your longer term trend. That means you should be thinking about buying. You can look to the 1 hour and the 4 hour charts. So this is your 4 hour chart. It looks very bullish. There's your 1 hour chart. It looks very strong. And at this point, you have all of your arrows pointing higher with your weekly, daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour charts. So when you drop down to, say, the 15-minute chart, you recognize that every time we pull back, if you are buying, you are moving with the overall trend. Same thing here on the 5-minute chart. Notice that we rallied most of the day, leading here the 29th, the 30th, the 31st, and even the 1st. Now, the new day did see some selling. But notice how it recovered late in the day, and that's quite common. You'll see that longer-term traders come in and they pick it up. So that's why, as a general rule, you only want to trade with the trend. It doesn't mean you can't make money in the other direction. It just means that trading with the trend will save you a lot of headaches. So let's go ahead and take a look at dollar Swiss. Let's move this to the 1-week chart. You can see we're chopping along begrudgingly. No clear obvious trend, although you can say that we are rallying. So once we start to turn around, you recognize that, hey, since last year, every time we rally a little further to the upside. You look to the 4 hour chart, it looks like we have bounced a bit here. You look to the 1 hour chart, we are starting to curl higher. And then you go to the 15-minute chart and you can see if you can make a trade to the upside. Keeping all of this in the back of your head is a great way to make sure that you're on the right side of the market. Now, there's no way to completely guarantee that every trade's going to work out. But when you work with the overall momentum of the market, you find yourself more often than not on the right side of the trade. So even if you're going to scalp here the dollar yen, this is obviously a strong market. You do not want to short. Scalping can be done on the 5-minute chart. It can be done on the 3-minute chart, the 1-minute chart, whatever you choose. But you look at the higher time frames and you say, okay, what's going on in the bigger context? So it should not be a surprise that we broke above here and then rallied, 4 or 5 pips since then. Now this is late in the day on Friday, so there's not a lot of momentum. But you can see that it jives well with the market in general. This keeps you out of so much trouble because unfortunately, if you don't look at this chart and you only look at this chart and then maybe even this chart, you may think, well, hey, we're in a downtrend. And while that might be true for the last several hours, odds still favor a move to the upside. And in fact, you quite often get more than you bargained for with the trend. If you're only thinking 3 or 4 or 5 ticks or pips, you may end up with 12 in the blink of an eye. You just don't know. So we will focus on trading with the longer term trend throughout the course. We'll ingrain that in you and it will be something that'll be second nature. In the next video, we'll touch on trading psychology, which is a huge, huge key to success.